Rob the Backyard Gardener here. I've decided to do a little informational video for those that may not know the value of adding coffee grounds to your garden. Coffee grounds are a great source of nitrogen. Now, I'm not talking about straight out of the package coffee grounds. I'm talking more about the used coffee grounds. Why add them to the garden? Well, the organisms and the microbes in the ground will break down the coffee grounds and make it usable as nitrogen. If you've got a lot of heavy nitrogen feeding plants such as rose bushes, tomatoes, corn, you definitely want to add at least every month a little bit of extra fertilizer to the soil. Now, it's not a synthetic fertilizer, so it won't be made immediately available to the plants, but if you're not looking for a quick fix, you want to recycle some coffee grounds and you want to add some nitrogen to your soil, coffee grounds are the way to go. It's not just about nitrogen either. Coffee grounds are a good source of potassium and calcium. Actually, when you think about most fertilizers, when you think about the NPK being like a 5-5-5, coffee grounds, they're a 2.1, 0.3, 0.3. And they will become increasingly available over time as it's broken down.
When you consider that coffee grounds are a 2.1, 0.3, 0.3, and something like a fish fertilizer is a 5-1-1 as far as the NPK goes, it's about almost half as strong as using a fish fertilizer that you purchase. What a great resource.
Now, I'm actually going to be adding the coffee grounds on top of the soil, not mixed throughout the soil. You don't want the coffee grounds into the soil because the microbes will be feeding on nitrogen as they break down the coffee grounds, thus depleting it initially until it's replenished. Putting it on top allows it to be broken down slowly and then go through the soil into the roots. I'm going to be trying it on my corn today because, as you can see, my corn's been struggling. Now, I reused soil here in the pots for the corn, and I amended it after I had potatoes in it. So I'm thinking it's pretty deficient, and judging by the fact that the corn are stunted as well as looking a little yellow, I think they need some nitrogen. Technically, for a quick fix, I'd want to go get a synthetic fertilizer, but I'm not big on synthetic fertilizers, so we're going to go with the coffee ground method. Let's go take a look at what I do.
So here's the coffee grounds here. Really, you could just take a handful and just sprinkle it around. Obviously, you want to not put too much on the foliage as it could cause a little burn, but I'm just going to put a little bit in here like this all around them. And then I'll give them a little bit of watering. I'm going to do the rest of them here as well, and I'll be right back. So now that I've added a lot of the coffee grounds to the top of the soil, we're going to just give them a little watering here. Make sure that the coffee grounds are mixed in pretty good to the top level of the soil. So I showed you my jackpot hybrid corn, which seems to be doing tough this year, but on this pot, the G90 series on these pots, it's doing a little better. Still want to go ahead and treat it with the coffee grounds and a little bit of water as well. So here's the other side of my garden. This is the side that I started late last year. I didn't add any compost, any organic material. Really, this is just some garden soil bought from a big box retailer. The first year on this side has not done very well, so I'm gonna have to add some coffee grounds as well. Really, at this point, I'm just trying to build the soil up for next year. I have 2 composting bins, and I will totally amend late fall this side of the yard to build the soil up. But for now, I'm gonna add the coffee grounds and water it in as well.
All right, so there you have it. Coffee grounds as fertilizer, really nitrogen, but not too bad on the potassium and the calcium as well. It won't be available immediately, but it will be available as time goes on. This is Rob, the Backyard Gardener, thanking you for watching. Have a nice day.